Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Okay, I gotta wait a minute till people start popping in. It's 11:58 on Saturday morning
Yep.
here in California, and you are with Fumiko and Maria.
Hello,
Oh, yay, people.
yay,
Okay, we're on live. We're a couple
hello.
minutes early.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yes, we're just here a couple minutes early for the webinar. So if you're here, welcome. We'll be starting in about 2 minutes. So if you can see us and hear us, okay, please write in the chat box that you can see us and hear us and what your name is and where you're from. And we'll get all this technical.
That'll be fun. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be super excited because exciting Sunday noon because we have so many people joining. So just write to us and then tell us where you're from and of course your name too.
Yeah, there should be a chat box to the right of your screen. And if you can just write in your name, where you're from, if you, hello, Anna. Yes, we're getting chat box responses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Just tell us who you are and where you're from. It's noon here. It's almost noon here in California. Okay, Nanette from Vero Beach, Florida. Hello. Ruth from Mexico.
Hi,
Jasmine, Paraguay. Hey. Pamela, Phoenix, Arizona. Yay!
And Ruth from Mexico.
Cheryl, North Carolina. Mexico. Emily, Atlanta. Wow. Mariana, Argentina. St. Louis, India. Oh my gosh, they're coming in so fast. I love it. I love it. Finland, Lancaster, London, Switzerland,
Poland, and Alaska, and then Venezuela,
Russia,
France,
Salt Lake City, Argentina,
Kentucky, California, Brazil. Okay. Woo, okay.
Tennessee. So, oh my gosh.
It's bring working. The water, hot water, okay? Because you need a water. You need to keep hydrating yourself and cleanse yourself. Bring the hot water. There's a cup of hot water. Okay.
Okay, so it is officially noon here in California, and welcome. Fumiko likes to say
hello,
good morning, good evening.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, because you're from all over the world. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. We are super excited.
Yes, super excited. And we have so many people coming on to this webinar, so please stay on. It's going to be so fun. I just see, oh my gosh, there's so many coming in. This is so great. Okay, so since it is now 12:01, I think we're going to officially get started.
Okay.
So welcome to the webinar. I'm Maria. This is our star, Fumiko.
Hello, hello.
And in this webinar, we are going to do a free training, and we are going to show you how you can naturally strengthen and tone your entire face and your neckline without having to use invasive procedures or a bunch of crazy creams and things like that. So let's do a little housekeeping first. I definitely can see in the chat box that the sound and the audio and the visual are all working, which is fantastic. And we have so many people from all over the world. I love it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to turn off my chat box right now because I'm going to turn it on a little bit later in the webinar, but I'm going to turn it off right now. And so I can keep my mind focused on you. And I want you to know that we have, let's see, let me turn this off. So behind the scenes for you, though, we have a team of, I think, 9 people now, 9 amazing women all over the globe in every time zone, staying awake or getting up early or whatever it is, just for you guys. And they're there to support all of us. So not only do we have the chat box for this webinar, but we have info at Face Yoga Method, and we have a little chat box that's actually on our website on the screen there where you can chat and ask them questions. So there's a lot of people signed up for this webinar, and everyone's here to support you. So if you have any questions, please write in and ask them. We'll be taking questions at the end of the webinar. So we have a presentation for you today, which is going to be amazing. And we're going to have a very, very special webinar only offer at the end. So please stick around. We're going to try to keep this at about an hour and then have a Q&A with Fumiko after that hour's up of time. And during that time, during that hour, she will be doing some exercises with you. So please get ready for that by just being in a place where you can turn off all your other distractions. Turn off your phone, you know, you got to be on your computer. You have to be on something to watch us.
Just
but
stay
turn
here,
off all those notifications.
Yeah.
Get your hot water or your water.
There you go.
Always bubbly water, whatever it is that you prefer, and just be focused and centered and give yourself this time for the next hour or so. And knowing that this is time that can literally transform the way that you live your life. And we know this because not only have we done it for ourselves, but we see it come into us every day through social media, through emails, through thank you letters, that people write in and they talk about how much they've changed their life using these methods. So that's my housekeeping list. I'm just looking at my housekeeping list. And I want you to know that whether you are a beginner in face yoga method, like you've never done it before, you are definitely in the right place. This is an amazing place to start. Or if you are kind of, petering around with it, but you're not really sure how to put it all together, this is super good for you. And if you are a master, this is going to be great because it's just going to reinforce everything that you know and help you go to the next level the more we learn things. So that's our housekeeping. I think it is ready for us to bring up our presentation. Time for us to bring up our presentation and to get going with this. So Fumiko and I, so you ladies, you gentlemen, everyone out there, just bear with me a little bit if I have any technical glitches. I've gotten much better at this, but every once in a while I hit the wrong button and funny things happen. But I'm going to bring up a slide presentation. And what I'm going to do is we're going to automatically shrink down. And then we're going to see the slides, and then we're going to shrink back up or blow back up again when it's time for Fumiko to do an exercise with you. So let's start our slides. So we're not going anywhere. Sometimes we just shrink. Here we are, tiny, tiny. All right. So as I just said, we're here to learn how to naturally firm, tighten, and strengthen your entire face and neck in less than 2 months without having to be held hostage to expensive creams and invasive procedures.
Are you ready? Yeah.
I'm ready. Okay. Let's get going. So first of all, I want you to know that you are in the right place if you have tried to reverse the signs of aging before and you feel like you failed. You've gone out and you've bought all these creams, you've gone to the dermatologist, you've gone to the esthetician, and you feel like, well, maybe I just need to go to a different esthetician and then everything's going to change. If you feel like you've done that before and you're not getting the results that you want, you are definitely in the right place, because we can feel isolated, especially as women over 40. Now, I know not all of you are over 40, and if you're under, I think that's even better in a way, because you're going to learn a lot of preventative stuff, and I'm going to talk about some prevention I did in my 40s. But oftentimes over 40, over 50, you start to feel a little bit invisible. I've had friends of mine tell me that they just feel, they're like, gosh, it's not like I was in my 20s. I feel like I'm invisible to the clerk in the store. And you start to feel a little bit isolated in society. And I feel like women feel that even more so than men do after they hit a middle age. And this does not have to be like this. So I want you to know, if you've ever felt like this, you are definitely in the right place. And if you have a dream of making a change in your life from the inside out, but that also shows up in your face, it shows up in your whole physicality, but not just your body, in your face, you are definitely in the right place, because you are going to learn more about the specific facial anatomy and exercises that are going to change you from the inside out. And that's one of my favorite things about face yoga method is it's not just a superficial, let's just treat your face. You have to change your mind. And Fumiko is going to talk a little bit about that. And when you change your mind and your physiology, everything changes, and the way you show up in the world changes, and your face changes. So our goal for this training is that you will discover how face yoga can change and reverse the signs of premature aging. And we're going to unlock a blueprint. This is an unfailable blueprint that we have perfected and perfected yet again. That's going to give you all the information you need to get started. And it's got accountability, one of my favorite parts, which I'll talk about later, because we often say we're going to do something, and if we're not accountable to anybody ourselves, sometimes we let ourselves down. But when you're accountable, And we're going to show you that the only way to firm, tighten, and strengthen your face 100% naturally is Miss 50-year-old is by doing facial exercises. And the only way to practice them properly is through the face yoga method, because you don't want to do these incorrectly and cause unwanted effects. So that is our goal for this webinar. Now, a quick introduction. I'm Maria, down here with well, I was going to say dark hair, dark shirt, your striped shirt. Okay. So that's Fumiko and myself a couple years ago at a meditation retreat. And we are business partners. Fumiko is my sister-in-law, married to my brother, and lives just a couple hours from me. And we started our business in 2012, just tiny little business, reaching out to people. And it's grown and grown and grown thanks to wonderful, amazing people like yourselves that want to make these holistic changes in their life and in the way that they look and feel. So that's who I am. And what I want to do now is let Fumiko, for those of you that don't know her, speak a little bit about herself and her background. So take it away.
Hello. I'm Fumiko, and I'm originally from Japan. And I want to talk a little bit about my background. So I'm from Japan, so English is not my first language, but I love this community because all the face yoga people, practitioners are from all over the world, and my team too. But I was 36 years old, and then I had a really strange sensation, my life, like, whoa, trying to find something, meaningful, my life, and I love again. I was divorced at the time. And then I wanted to start a family. That was my dream. Like, I want to start a family. But the thing is, I was kind of start seeing that sign of aging, 35, 36. I don't know how old you are, but did you feel like you started seeing some, like all of a sudden, oh, I'm getting old. And that what happened. And then on top of that, I had a very almost fatal car accident. And then that my body and the face asymmetrical. And I couldn't smile and I couldn't chew the food the same way. And I just did not look the same. I did not look at myself like, oh, I don't want to see myself. I started avoiding looking at myself. No photo, no photo. I told my friends, like, don't take any photos, please. And then I felt like I was trapped in a body because I was still feeling young and I was exercising. My body was in good shape, but the From Here app was different story. I didn't look. Pictures? Yeah, when I see some pictures, I didn't look the same. And then look at that. So that's before the face yoga method. And I was wearing the baggy clothes and trying to hide my head, even at the restaurant. See, I was wearing the baseball cap to hide my face. And I thought it was okay, but I just didn't know how to do it because I started seeing the sign of aging, but also the asymmetrical face. And this is how I looked, right? I was 36 years old. And then one day it became so crystal clear. Wait a minute. How about exercise my face just like exercise my body? Because face and the body and the mind are connected. And because I've been practicing yoga ever since I was 10 years old, I knew it, the body tightening and all the benefit from yoga can be applied to the face. And that was a moment like, whoa, wait a minute. I can control my facial muscles and I learned something, like there's something out there. So that was me when I was 36 years old. And then I started practicing the face yoga. Yeah, my face. And I didn't want to, I wasn't planning to share with other people because I just wanted to look better. I wanted to find a love again. And that was 36 years old when I had, car accident. And also I started seeing the sign of aging. Do you see that? Like my skin even didn't look nice. I was 36. I look older. By the way, I'm 50. So this picture needs to be changed.
Yeah, but no one can tell her she's 49 anymore. Forget 49.
50. I'm 50. Sorry, 50. Yeah. So I started the exercise, using my own face. And then started trying new poses because like, ooh, this works and this doesn't work. And that's trying and, all the new things just using my face. And I started seeing the changes. And at first forward to today, I have so many people practicing the face yoga because they saw the changes. They wanted to change the way they look, but also the way they feel. That's a beautiful part because I want you to feel good. We have a team, international women, supporting you today all over the world. 9 of us, 11 of us. So that's 9 people supporting behind the scene. And that's how we created this face yoga global. And that's why I wanted to share the secret with you today. Are you ready for that?
Yeah. No, you know what I love about what you just said on this last slide is fast forward to today. And we were talking about the energy that you created because it's amazing. That's what I love about face yoga. So many people write us in and they're like, just doing these exercises makes me feel happier in the morning, which starts to send out that energy into the universe and to the people around you. And it starts to transform the way that you interact with people and that they interact with you. And right before Fumiko and I started today, if you were on Instagram Live or Facebook Live, Instagram stories, Fumiko did a little video of us were at my home.
Yeah.
And,
Did you see that?
yeah. So if you saw that, we listened to one of Fumiko's favorites, which is Freddie Mercury from Queen. And we danced around and like really got our energy up for all of you. And it completely changes the way that we present, the way that we show up in the world, because we're changing our physiology along with our mentality. And that's exactly what face yoga does. Obviously going for a different result, but same thing, same idea, and changing what you see in your face.
Right.
And I love that.
Also, when you change your energy, people react to you differently. When you say happy person, you want to be happy. And then you treat it differently, you treat it better. And then that brings up your energy up, and then you look better. And it's just such a great, great energy exchange, and you start feeling different. And then it shows on your face and energy. Yeah, I love it.
Yes. So I'm going to start back our slides again. So if you can relate to either one of us, you've probably been through a journey now in your life where you have paid for creams, serums, gone to the esthetician, done super complicated, sometimes 20-minute nighttime routines, which is always too much time for me personally. And maybe you've struggled to find a natural alternative to these invasive treatments, which maybe you don't feel are right for you. So we are here to tell you that you do not have to do that anymore. And you don't have to feel like, how do I say, ashamed or like you've been kept in the dark or anything like that. It's just, there's a huge social media movement, a huge marketing movement in plastic surgery, in Instagram and special filters and lights and Snapchat that are giving us a very unrealistic picture and an unrealistic, how do I say?
Expectation,
yes, of what to go for aging. And it's, being behind the scenes in this industry, it's not true. There's so much smoke and mirrors, and it can look good on Instagram for a minute, but oftentimes it's a very different story in person. So we're here to tell you that please don't let that make you feel bad about who you are. Like, this is something that is very holistic for us. We're going to have Lily talk to you in a minute because she had the most amazing journey. Lily's in her 40s now. Right? I think she talks
transformation
about it
and energy is just like, oh, I feel it. Even at the video, like, oh, I feel it. So we want to share with you.
Yeah, I want to show you, this video is just to illustrate about what's possible because you are going to live, hopefully, a long and healthy life, no matter what age you are right now. And you want it to be the best that it can be. Not only do you want to look the best that you can look, but you want to connect that to how you feel. They're very connected. It's very holistic. So let's listen to Lily and see what her experience was. I love her. She's so sweet. She's got
I know that there's still some sunken stuff, but what's so great is like when you look at me head on, you don't see them like you used to. And today, my husband was looking at me and he said he could tell a difference. I said, really? Well, what do you see different? And he said, I don't see the hollows like they were. They're not near as bad as they were. So listen, ladies, don't you dare give up. No, no, no. Keep going because eventually it'll all come together. I'm so excited. He noticed. That sounds crazy. But when your husband looks at you and says, hey, I see a difference, it's like, oh my gosh. Because he's known me, we've known each other since we were 8 and 9 years old. And so we've been in each other's lives for a long time, and I'm going to be 48 here in June. I'm just 6 months older than him. But still, think of that. I've known him I've known him 39 years, and to have him look at me and say, oh, I can see a difference. It makes me so happy.
Okay, so I just got some feedback. We love Lily that this was a little bit hard to hear. I know she's soft-spoken, and what I want to do is just, for those of you that couldn't hear it, Lily is 48. Did she say 47 or 48? I can't remember. But she was saying that her husband, who she's been with for over 20 years, looked at her after practicing this and was like, your under eyes are completely different. They're not as hollow as they were, just amazing. And she just she basically was encouraging anyone practicing this to keep going. Don't give up, because you definitely get results.
And I want to add that too. Actually, she was even considering having a surgery. Seriously, the beginning when
She was? I didn't know that.
She was,
Okay.
yeah. And then, she started practicing, and then now she is where she's at.
Yeah.
So happy.
Amazing. All right. So what happened in Lily's journey? Enter face yoga. So now we're going to show you how you can firm and tone your entire face and neck area naturally without invasive procedures in less than 2 months. You'd be surprised how many people we get writing into us that see results way less than 2 months. But I would say 2 months practice, like, you're definitely going to see something start to shift.
And your energy too.
And your energy.
Yeah.
And how are we going to do this? We're going to do this by breaking down 3 secrets: action, awareness, and accountability. When you put these 3 secrets together, you get results. So let's get right into it and start with secret number 1, which is the action. And I'm going to let Fumiko explain this entire secret.
Okay. So secret number 1, are you ready? The action. What is that? How practicing targeted facial exercises can treat the signs of premature aging and make you glow from the inside out. That's the important part. Okay. In less than 2 months. Why I said, inside out, because we said earlier, you have to feel good. That's a very important point. The face yoga method, it's not just like, exercise a face muscle. No, we're going to go much deeper, and we need 2 months. Some people get the result right away, but if you have a 2 month, you started feeling it and you start kind of like becoming part of you again. And if you're over 35 years old, whatever you've been doing last 35 years, you're doing everything almost like autopilot. You don't even need to think about it. You react the same way, you eat the same way, you move your body same way, you move your face muscles same way. And we need to just tell you how we can target and then change your muscle and then mindset too.
You tell me when are you ready for the next one?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So facial physiology. What is this one? Okay. I like to know how many of you even thought about your cheek has many muscles. Okay. Look at this. I'm going to show this. Look at that. Lots of muscles. Don't think like your face is, it's just a fat cheek, like a fat muscle resting here. No, there's lots of things here. So you can change the way you will smile by activating and controlling your cheek muscles. Yep, the facial physiology, which is very helpful to understand, what is going on in the face? It's not just a fat resting, there's muscles underneath. And that's what, we talk about, the face yoga method, physiology of the face. Okay?
Okay. You ready for the next
Yeah.
one? All right. Let me go back to my slides and bring up your next one.
Yep. So your skin is attached to the muscle. So I want you to just check your elbow. Okay, check your elbow. Do you notice that, when you're younger, you didn't have this extra thing? Like, what is this? I'm going to show you. Like, what is that? It's going down. Do you see the little pout? And also check your knees. Do you see extra, like a little sagging thing? What's going on? Your weight is the same. You're exercising because skin is attached to the muscle. What does it mean? As your muscles sag right here, see, it goes down. See, you see that? Whoa. So that's what happens. Skin is attached to the muscle. So if you want to get the result, you need to train your muscle and lift this up so that the skin attached to the muscle do not go down. So if you have elbow, like a little flabby thing.
Because there's no muscle right there.
Yeah, no muscle right here. See,
Yeah.
see that? I'm 50, so I'm getting that. I got
You better start working this.
yeah. But did it make sense? And the face is the same. Like I said, lots of muscles on the face. And if you're like, I'm getting wrinkles, let's work on the muscle, deeper level, so that the skin attached to the muscle will go up.
Yeah. And I think a really good metaphor for that too is working out in the gym.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of women I know that don't like to wear sleeveless shirts because they're like, I don't want to wave the chicken arm or whatever it is. And I understand, but if you work that muscle, through
Mhm.
yoga or weight training or
Yeah.
whatever it is you do, all of a sudden, everything's going to be much, much tighter.
See that?
So it's the same philosophy for your
Mhm.
face.
Yeah.
Why would it be different?
Yeah.
It's
And I want to say that I've seen so many people, even at the yoga studio, they're doing a yoga poses and the face is like, oh, you gotta relax your face. Yeah, it's important. So when you go to the next time in the gym, you have to relax your face and a smile so that people treat you differently. Okay?
definitely, it changes
Yeah.
everything. Okay. And now I know you want to talk about the background studies that you did on this.
So this is very fascinating. So when I was doing all the TV shows and magazine interviews, of course, they wanted to know the background, like, does it really work? Because I was the first person who started the face yoga in Japan and people wanted to know. So we took this thermographic image, the university, because I wanted to give that scientific background. I knew it was working because it worked on my face and it worked on my students. And the funny thing is, people often say, something is different about you. It's not like, oh, you have a less wrinkle on the forehead and double chin disappearing. People can say that, but they can say something is different. Your energy is different. So we took a picture, thermographic image, before and after. Okay, can you see that before picture? The blue part is the temperature is cooler and the coldest, right? And the orange and the yellow or orange and red, that's much warmer. So increase the blood circulation on the face after the face yoga method. Look at that, hot, like red, and not just a face, but look at that, even the neck. So that means you have a much better blood circulation. Means more nutrient to your skin, more oxygen to your skin. It's a better looking skin. It's like after laughing hard and then had so much fun with your friend, like we kind of danced, and now we are so excited to share with you. But that's what happened when you do the face exercise. The good news is, this picture, it took only 30 seconds. Can you believe it? 30 seconds. Don't tell me, you don't have a time to do exercise. 30 seconds, that's what it took to have this before after picture, dramatic change of temperature in the face and the neck.
No, and I know that you spent almost 15 years
Mhm.
studying the facial anatomy and then learning each individual muscle and putting that together with, what did I just hit on my computer? And putting that together to create certain exercises that would target certain parts of the face for face yoga method. And that's how it was born, was really through a lot of research and study and a lot of trial and error.
Yeah, using my own face.
Using myself as a guinea pig. Yeah. All right. So I know you have a couple more things you want to talk about on this. It was the 15 years, and I just want to show a picture of some of that journey with you and your certified teachers here. Now the word has been spreading, and we have Soraya there. We have these two ladies, Renee over in Germany, right?
Yep.
All certified teachers who are now taking this message around the world because they're so confident after having done the training that this works.
Yeah. And it's not just the exercising the muscle. Of course, that's part of it, but it's so much fun. And then having a fun is such an important aspect of this face yoga method, because when you have fun, you see changes physically, but mentally too. And you kind of speed up the process of, getting the result.
Of learning.
Learning and
Because you want to practice.
But it should be
you
fun
make
too.
it fun.
Yeah.
I totally agree. So now you've created how many exercises for the face yoga method?
Over 70. And this came from the people's request, because originally I had only 10 poses. Oh, this is good. But then people start asking me, like, how about this? How about this? So I started like, okay, how about this exercise? How about that exercise? And that's how these exercises are born. And I'm super excited because they work. Yeah.
They do. And if you're here for the first time and you're listening to over 70 exercises, please don't get overwhelmed. We're going to address that and talk about that and show you how you can just dial it down to focus on exactly what you want in a really, really simplistic way. And there are over 1 million face yogis in the world now experiencing results with their practice.
So it's not the age, it's not the race, it's not the gender. It's just about, the fact that we have muscles on our face. I mean, that's, you can't deny, right? The facial expression muscles. And then why not just activate some muscles? And why not just stop the movement of certain muscles so that you can get the best face ever?
Yeah, this
Any
is
age,
just
yeah.
a little bit of the social media that we receive on a daily basis. And I love how everybody makes it their own.
Yeah.
They do it while they're driving. They do it while they're doing housework. They do it, they teach it, whatever it is that, oh, you just took my straw.
Yeah. Back to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So by now you might be thinking, oh gosh, that's a lot of information that they just told me. And will this even work for me? I'm not the same age as these women, or I'm a guy, or I've done Botox, or I've done other procedures. So let me break this down. Who does this work for? It does work for all genders and ethnicities, all ages. I know your oldest practitioner is in her 90s.
93.
And we've had some very, very young ones below 20 that are using it as prevention, which we're going to talk about some great prevention habits that Fumiko taught me in my 40s. And if you've had Botox or other procedures, you can, that's a common question that we get asked a lot. You can still do this. And Fumiko addresses that more specifically inside some of our boot camps and products. Even if you just have a minimal area that you want to see change on, it's so wonderful. It's like losing that last 2 pounds and you're like, I did it. Basically, if you have muscles in your face, which I'm pretty sure you do if you're watching this, this will work for you. It would be like, if you think, oh, maybe it won't work for me, that would be like saying exercise for your body wouldn't work for you. It works for everybody that has the muscles if they know how to move those muscles in the correct way.
Yeah.
So maybe you're thinking, this is another question that we definitely get. Won't exercising and moving the muscles around in my face cause more unwanted wrinkles? So I want you to remember, you're moving the muscles. And if you do them properly, so the muscles themselves are not going to cause or not cause the wrinkles. It's a matter if you do them the right or wrong way.
That's a key, because I've heard, people say, oh, when I was lifting weight, I injured my shoulder and back. It happens a lot, right? The face is the same too. If you're moving your face not the right way, even doing the same pose you think in your head, but if you're not doing the right way, yes, that can cause wrinkles. Like, oh, I'm going to do this, and lots of wrinkles on the forehead. But you need to understand how you're moving, how you're using your muscles, and what kind of result you're looking for. See, so many muscles, and you need to know how and which muscle. Okay, so not like this. It's no.
Okay, yes, there's definitely a right and a wrong way to do it, but you are in the right place to learn the correct way to do it. And you might even be thinking, face exercises are hard. I've never done them before. How am I going to isolate that little muscle under my eye or my forehead muscles? I'm sure there are some of you out there that are thinking this. And if you are, I'm just here to tell you that all you need is the right teacher, who's right here, who knows and has spent 15 plus years studying all of this. So in order to show you just what I'm saying and why she really is the right teacher, what we're going to do right now, first I want to ask you a question before we get into this super fun exercise. After watching this beginning part of the presentation, do you see how practicing face yoga can treat the signs of mature aging and make you glow from the inside out? I'm going to open up my chat box, which I had closed. And if you can see how this would actually help you prevent and decrease some of the unwanted signs, I would love it if you would put a 1 in the chat box. And I just want to know who's with me and that they're here and they see that this is possible. And then we're going to get into an exercise from Fumiko. But so if you see that practicing this could treat and prevent signs of premature aging and make you glow from the inside out, because your mentality changes. When you do things physically, it changes your brain, which I love. It's like how you feel after an amazing workout, right?
Dancing.
It changes after dancing, which is an amazing workout. Yes, I'm seeing so many ones. Yay! I love it. I love the participation here. I love knowing that you're with us. I feel their energy.
Yeah.
You are from all around the world, and I feel like we're this community. And when you come together and you have this much energy from all of you, it changes everything. It changes everything. So thank you for your participation here. And thank you for answering this. It really helps us. And now I'm going to close the chat box. And what I'm going to do is have Fumiko. I know you've prepared a special exercise that you want to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to turn the camera to her. I'm going to bring her up big. Now, this is where you all at home, you get ready, put down your water, and just practice with Fumiko. This is your time to get her literally one-on-one and watch how she does the exercise and practice along with her. So let me just bring
me in. I want to be.
You're like, make me big.
So
All right.
Can
so
you see me?
I'm gonna pop out of the screen and let you teach that.
So one of the biggest concerns I hear a lot from people is right here. And this is a spot many people get a Botox. The first injection goes, right? So I'm going to show you how you can train the forehead muscle. Are you ready for that? I know the chat box is closed, but if you put your hand, okay, put your hand on your forehead and then try to open your eyes. Try to open. Okay, open. You try to open your eyes, okay? Did you feel any movement of your forehead? If yes, that means you are using your forehead every time you open your eyes. How many times do you open your eyes? Right? How many times you like open your eyes and smile? And how often you talk? So when you try, let's try to talk. Do you feel that movement? Okay. And I'm not saying that you have to stop the facial expression completely. No, that's not the point. My point is I want you to be aware. I want you to move the forehead muscle properly, almost like doing an injection, but without a real injection. I teach you how to control your facial expression. And by just training this, look at this, big muscle on the forehead. So we're going to put the hand or hands on the forehead and train the forehead muscle so that you stop this movement, okay? So if you see the horizontal lines on your forehead, you are moving your forehead like this all the time. Are you ready? Okay, so let's do this and just let you know that it's important to have a good posture. If you're just rounded, like this, it doesn't work. Why? Because everything is connected from head to toe. So see, the forehead muscle goes all the way from forehead to the back of the head. Okay. So for those who are getting the headache, I have a feeling probably you have a very wrinkly, vertical line on the forehead. And that really pressuring the back of the head. And that causes a headache. So think about that. Okay. So that can be prevention too. And the back of the forehead here, all the way connected, all the way down to all the way here. So we're going to do the exercise, but the posture is important. Are you ready? You get that? Okay. So first, we're going to sit nice and comfortable. Okay. Chest open, heart open. Breathe in from the nose and breathe out from your nose. And let's put a hand on the forehead. Okay. And if your forehead is so wrinkled and there are lots of wrinkles, maybe you want to use two hands. Are you ready? Okay, chest open, heart open, relax your shoulders. And then breathe in and out and push your hand against your forehead so that there's no movement. Okay, and close your eyes and open your eyes and trying to squint as if you're looking something so far, like a far away, something bright, but you still want to see it. Like, ooh, what's that? And then hold this for 5 seconds. Don't hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and close your eyes. And are you ready? We're going to open your eyes wide as possible. Open, and resist. I think some of you are feeling the movement. Your eyebrows going high and the forehead is trying to move, but you got to resist and hold this for 5 seconds. And some of you may be feeling the tightness on the back of the head. It's okay. Just check your posture and then keep breathing in and out. Are you ready? And we're going to hold this for 5 seconds. If your forehead is getting so wrinkly, just push it down and hold this for 5 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Come out from that pause and close the eyes. How do you feel? We're going to do the second set. The second set, we're going to change the hand position. That means if you use this hand, let's use this hand. And I'm sure many of us are right-handed. So probably your right hand went to the forehead first. But we're going to put other hand. Ready? Okay. And the forehead. Freeze. And then second one, we're going to pull this up, up, up first, up, up, and chest open, heart open, shoulder relax. So I'm putting this up all the way up, up, up. Okay. Do you feel that? And your eyes should be wide open. Chest relax, forehead relax, and then tightness on your back. Just tap if it's too tight and listen to your body. And if it's too much, don't do it. Just watch. Okay. Open, open, open. Ready? And we're going to do the same thing. Close your eyes first. Open your eyes and look something far away. Look, look. I'm not closing my eyes. Squinting and hold this squint for 5 seconds. 1, hold this hand. 2, keep tightening. 3, lifting up. 4, don't hold your breath. 5, and close your eyes. And now we're going to pull this a little bit more and then open your eyes as wide as possible. Look at it. Open, open, open. And you might feel some tight sensation on the back. You can do it. 5 seconds. 1, don't hold your breath. 2, chest open. 3, shoulder relax. 4, and a 5, and come out from the pose. And close your eyes. Palms up. Wow. And now put a hand on your forehead and open your eyes. What do you think? Do you think my eyes are bigger? So that's a forehead freeze. And you can do, 3 sets and hold the 5 and even 10 seconds. But if you do this once in a day in the morning to wake up the sensation of the forehead, in the afternoon, when you do this all the time, like, ooh, we got to do more in the afternoon, and then before you go to bed, you even feel almost like you got a Botox. It's a free. Just use your hand or hands, and you feel that sensation. Did you feel that? Okay, so that was our first pose. I really recommend you practice often because this is so important because it's one of the biggest muscles on the face. And this, when you change it, it really changed the way you feel and the impression you give to other people, versus this. Okay, all right.
Awesome. I'm back. That was great. And that's the first exercise.
Mm-hmm.
There are more to come from Fumiko. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start the slideshow again, and I am going to tell you about secret number 2, which is awareness. And I'm going to talk about how to become aware of your unconscious aging habits and the blueprint to painlessly prevent them for good. Think of it this way. If you were working out your body and doing all these amazing exercises to get in shape, but then unaware to you, you were eating all these awful foods that were causing you to be tired, causing you to gain extra weight, or whatever it is, these foods that your body couldn't digest well, and they caused unwanted effects. They would be sabotaging all this work that you were doing for the exercises that you were doing with the wrong foods. So with the face, there are also things that we do. And I'm going to talk about my 2 bad habits that Fumiko taught me to break. So I met Fumiko when I'm 54 now. So I think I met you like when I was 40, 41, somewhere like that, like 13, 14 years ago. And I was really into the idea of what she did. As soon as I met her, I just thought, oh, this is amazing. So she immediately started teaching me all of her little tricks and tips, and something that I didn't even learn and I had to retrain myself on when I was in my early 40s was a couple of things. One was the way that I slept. So I, like so many other people, can toss and turn and sleep on my side, sleep on my face. And I was like smashing my face in to the pillow or to the side. And I'd wake up and I'm sure that I'm going to bring myself up bigger. Like, if you have a rough night's sleep, you wake up the next morning, it's like crease.
Yeah. Like, why do you get that? Right?
And
why
a lot of,
yeah.
And a lot of people I know, my sister included, she tends to sleep in that same position. So over time, it creates the same line over and over again. So that was the first thing that you taught me, was sleeping on my back and how to use certain pillows and all of that, which we won't go into detail on now. But I'll just say that when I travel with Fumiko, which I've traveled with her a lot and shared hotel rooms, she's always got some trick up her sleeve. And there's always, even if there's no pillow to keep your head in shape, like one of her Save My Face pillows. She's got the right size towels. She can roll it. She's like a ninja.
It's very sexy.
So she shows me all of this stuff to do. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And it's actually a better way to sleep. And you get a calmer, more restful sleep, but you are preventing something that you don't want in your face. So that was the first thing she taught me. And I know so many people have this habit and they think it's so hard to break, but it's not. if you know how to counteract it. And then the other thing was the neck and jawline. So especially as we get older, it starts to droopity droop, droop, droop. And no one wants like the big turkey neck, right? So you really made me aware of how much, number one, with this little guy, we all are like this all day long. Do, 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 do.
And look at that. Yeah, look at that. When she looks down,
yeah,
you know what happens, right?
Yeah, no one, it's like when you look down at your cell phone accidentally and the mirror's on or something, and you're like, take it away. So I realized, I was like, oh, that's actually causing an effect that I really don't want. And then even reading in bed sometimes, I'll oftentimes put something under my chin, but reading in bed sometimes like that, and you slouch down in your bed. So those were just two of my main habits that I broke and I stopped. And I'm hyper conscious now in a good way that if I start to do them, I'm like, oh, and I correct them. So there's a bunch of unconscious aging habits that we all do without realizing it that are not helping our cause, if you will, if you want to age naturally, gracefully, and be the best you can. So once you understand the source of the problem, that you have these habits that are causing these signs, you become aware of them and you can start to reverse them. And you realize this is not my age, right? Because in our society, all this stuff, we like to say, okay, I'm 50 now, it's all going downhill, or whatever it is that people say, or once you turn 70, it's all downhill, and et cetera, et cetera. And both Fumiko and I refuse to buy into that. I won't even listen to that kind of talk. And, it's because it's not your age. It's not too late to ever change something. Yeah. We both created this business when we were in our 40s without any business experience because we knew we could do it and we got the proper training to do it. And that was the key, was finding out from someone who had had success before. And that's exactly what Fumiko does. She's had success in face yoga, and that's why she teaches it.
And you are, I think it was great because you kind of start seeing the sign of aging. And she's 54. Look at that. No, 55. You're 54. Right?
Why do you want to add a year?
No. Just to
I'm
make
54.
Sure.
I just turned 54.
Yeah, but 54. And then look at her neck. And that's just so amazing that the habit, because when we travel, like Maria, and she's reading like this, like, oh, that's the wrinkle here. I'm like, oh, yeah. And change it. And you need awareness. That's important. It's not like, oh, I exercise my neck, for 2 minutes and forget about the rest of the day. You need to be aware. And then you did that. You took it really nicely, Yeah.
So just remember, it's not your age. It's the way you're using your face. You do not have to buy. Look at like 70-year-olds that have these amazing bodies. It's the way they're using their body. It's not that they're 70 or 30 or 40. So you may be thinking it's too late for me. You're like, I'm 50, I'm 60, I'm 70, however old it is. The good news is, and I hope we've gotten this point through, is it's never too late to stop these habits and start preventing the signs of premature aging that are contributing to the asymmetry in your face and to unwanted results. So the first key to success is prevention. There's a saying that I love that, how does it go? It goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So if you start prevention on anything in life, because so many times people wait till things, whatever it is, like your car not changing the oil or whatever, you just wait for the whole thing to blow up and burn down. And then you're like, oh my gosh, now I got to fix this entire thing. But if you just consistently worked on tiny preventative steps, which are so simple to do once you understand them, it can change everything. So just yesterday, we in our community, we put up, and by the way, we have a huge Facebook community, a huge Facebook group that's private, but free. So if you're not part of it, please write to our staff behind the scenes and get the link and get on there. So we asked them, which aging habits have you quit? And so many of them just wrote us in. And one said, looking down at my iPhone and computer, frowning my forehead while applying makeup. I know so many people that frown while they're reading. They're not even aware, and they create those 11 lines. So there's a lot of aging habits that Fumiko talks about.
And also when you're even driving, I can even feel the person's energy in the driver. I don't even talk because I can't talk. I'm driving like, oh, this person is very stressed out, because I can see the way the person's driving, the chest closed and the shoulder up and then frown line. Like, oh, that's not good, because you're giving off energy. And I can feel the energy even from the car. And that's amazing how much, we don't even know. and it causing it over and over and over again, every single day, every single minute.
Yeah. And so you may be thinking, gosh, I'm so set in my ways. It's going to be hard to change. I just want you to take a quick look at Eva, who definitely took very seriously our last boot camp, and she made the changes. She started taking other advice of Fumiko's outside of just the facial exercise in terms of drinking the water and taking a minimum of 8,000 steps a day. And look at the difference that it made. You can tell there's a difference not only in her facial physiology, but in her mentality. You know, she looks so stressed out in that first photo. So all of these little things add up.
And I like that, you know, she felt like she took the power in her hand. It's not like, oh, I'm too old. Just let it happen.
Yeah, the power's always in your hand.
So,
no one else has it.
So strong. Yeah.
Yeah. So you might be thinking, okay, how do I even start? You told me earlier in this webinar there were 70 exercises. And how will I know if I have a habit that's causing wrinkles? So if you are concerned about that, what I want to do is have Fumiko talk about one of the things that you can do to break your unconscious habits with the double chin. So I'm going to turn this on her. Let me make you big.
Okay. Are you ready for the next exercise? Shake your forehead. Is it relaxing? Okay, good. So now the double chin is another place people really want to get rid of. And then is it just, you know, get rid of this from what do you call that? The surgery? No, there is a way. So now I want you just try to pretend. If you have a phone, okay, how you text. Just pretend. Okay, how you text. 99% of people, when I ask this question, people look down and they feel it. Feel your neck. And even your body is so tight and shaped. This is the place I can see the person's age and also habit too, and also how they sleep. So if you're looking down, you got to change the habit. Okay, you got to text like this, right? And next thing is your posture. If you can look at yourself on the side in your profile, check your posture. Even you do all the exercise, the face yoga method exercise, but if you have a rounded shoulder, see what happens? I want you to try this too. Make your shoulder rounded right here, like here. Okay, what happened? See, your neck instantly, your chin instantly goes forward, right? What happened right here? The loose skin, that causes wrinkles and double chin right here. Okay, now we're going to change the posture, okay? I want you to change your posture. To change your posture, chest open, shoulder down, relax your shoulder. How do you feel the neck? Do you feel that just changing posture itself really help you to tone the neck area? Okay, so that's a very key. Change your posture, because if you have this, how many hours? You're driving a car, reading or talking, listening. Whoa. Lift up your chest, open up your chest and heart, and then change the posture. Okay. Another thing is when you change your posture, you start feeling good about yourself, about your life. You don't see people who are so depressed and I'm so depressed. Oh, I'm so depressed. I'm so unhappy. Or you don't see people who are so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. No, change your posture. That can change the way you feel about yourself too. Okay. So let me show you the exercise. So this is the muscle we're going to use. Platysma. Okay, the side of the neck. Of course, we can do this exercise, but this is a big muscle too. Connect it from here to here. Okay, so when you start seeing a little bit right here, we're gonna move the neck, and it's called a swan neck, which is, I love this pose, and there's so many practitioners love this pose too because it's so easy. You can do even when you are in the car. Okay, right? Okay, ready? So let's put a hand on your shoulder, on a chest, okay? And then breathe in and out from your nose. Good. And then pucker your mouth slightly and move your chin 45-degree angle. Feel that? And hold this for 5 seconds. Keep breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come out. Wonderful. Let's do other side. Chest open, heart open. Breathe in and out, and then move your chin full 45-degree angle. Okay, ready? And pucker your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Come out. Let's do one more set. And this time, I want you to move your gaze too. Okay, ready? Start from center. Here. Good. Move your gaze to other direction. Other direction of your chin. Good. Woo. Do you feel that? 1, 2. Relax your forehead. 3, 4, 5. Good. Come out. And then here. Okay. Good. And then other side. Good. And you feel it right here. Platysma. Okay. Platysma. You feel that? And then relax your forehead and then gaze on other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And come out. How did you feel? Do this pose every time you go to the bathroom. That's a place I always tell people. Don't say that you don't have a time. Everybody goes bathroom, right? And when you go bathroom, do this. And you feel it. And then that can change the way you carry your posture. And that can change the way people treat you. And also it makes you feel good. Right? And I actually do this when I'm driving a car. Just make sure looking straight, but and same thing. Swan neck. Okay, good.
All right. Let's go back to our slide. So hopefully all of you got to practice that with Fumiko. And how did that feel, that stretch for you?
Yeah, right here.
Can you actually target where you could feel it? So after, wait a minute, I lost my slides. Let's see. So do you see now, after having done that, how an awareness of your bad habits can prevent the signs of premature aging? Do you see how that works? What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the chat box, and I would love it if you would just put a yes in the chat box if you can see how that could actually work and prevent a sign of premature aging. So we can feel all your positive energy in here. It means a lot to us sitting here in California.
Good. Yeah, yes. Good.
Oh, yes.
And it's so simple. That's why, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, good.
Love it.
I love it. Right here.
That's exactly.
Okay, platysma. Think about this muscle when you do the okay? And have it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to stop the chat and we're going to carry on. All right. So we're coming to our final secret, and that is accountability, because accountability is crucial to get results in this kind of thing or in anything you want to do in life. It's like if you start an exercise regime, or a diet or whatever, and if you tell all your friends that you're going to run a marathon, whatever it is, or you do it with a group of people, you now are holding yourself accountable to all of those people. And it completely changes the way that your brain sees things, and it changes the way you think, which in turn changes the way that you behave. So when you have accountability, you get results. So what we're going to show you right now is how to seamlessly integrate face yoga into your routine and create a lasting change that will transform the way that you see yourself. So we've already talked about secret number 1, action. Secret number 2, awareness. And now we're into the accountability component and how this works. So I just want to remind you that if you go on this journey, you are not on this journey alone. And you want a source that will keep you motivated every day and help you commit to your practice. And especially when at the beginning, like the beginning of everything, you're a beginner and you're not seeing the instant results that we all crave in this instant society. And you want a community that is going to celebrate your wins and be more supportive during those difficult moments, like your plateaus or where you feel like you're not getting results. So you might be thinking, well, I live in a small town or an isolated rural spot or whatever it is, and I'm the only person I know who wants to practice face yoga. There's no one else around me. They all think I'm crazy. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've definitely heard that before. I want you to know that there is a global online support community. As I mentioned earlier, we have this free private Facebook group. We monitor it. We keep it very private. We respect everybody who's in there. And what's happening is so many people are sending us in their before and after photos because they want to encourage other people. These are the results that I got. You can do this too. And they are volunteering these photos. I mean, they come in every single day. And I want to assure all of you that look at these before after photos. These are ones that are sent to us. We don't touch them. We don't doctor them. We don't do anything. But we also get full permission from whoever sent in the photos that we're allowed to show these photos to people such as yourselves on the webinar. We would never show a photo there. Believe me, there's plenty of photos that come into that community that people ask that we keep private, and we completely respect that. Completely. So I just want you to not be afraid to be in a community like this, even though it's online and it's with strangers. It's so supportive. And one of my favorite things, like in business, I'm in business communities that hold me accountable and help me take our business to the next level, is that when I see people that have already done what I want to do, I'm like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
They did it. It
Yeah.
really encourages me, even if they're completely different business, completely different story. It fires me up, and we all need that. And I need it on a regular basis. I need to keep being reminded of what's possible and keep learning and keep growing. So I want you to know there is a community, so do not feel alone. And you may be thinking, well, gosh, I'd have to learn all this online and I've never done an online program before. Will it even work? I'm not going to see someone in person, so to speak. And what I want to do is have you meet Catherine. Now, Catherine's one of our students. Now, I'm hoping the sound on this is going to be a little bit louder. And she's just going to tell you a little bit about her experience in the online community and that she had with Face.
I love all aspects and all the poses. So probably my top 3, or the ones I have most fun with, are the mini facelift, the big O, and I do love the bumblebee as well. I think that the nurturing side and the incredible group of supporters and face yogis really have helped, and their support has been brilliant. I very much felt unbelievably vulnerable. The first photo that I had to send really showed me how broken, defeated and tired I was, having gone through all the treatment. And in that 6 weeks, I've been put back on my feet, and I found my inner glow, I found my sparkle, and I feel like me again, and I am so grateful for that.
Okay, so I apologize for the sound there. I know that sound was really low. And Catherine was talking about how broken and downtrodden she felt when she first started our 6-week program, and how everything changed for her. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Because I know you're familiar with her story.
Yes, because she had to go through the chemotherapy. She's a survivor of breast cancer. And then she just felt like she lost her energy, but also she was always exercising, the body was fit, but right here, like, oh, it's gone downhill from there. But she regained the power, and then she started feeling so good about herself. She felt like she's more like herself before the treatment, and now she's devoted to practice. But she did the work, and that's what made her feel like more shiny from inside. And I love the story because she lives in the Isle of Man.
In Maine?
In Man, like between the English.
Oh,
okay. What do you call that? Yeah. So small place. But she is part of the community, and such a beautiful place that she got supported. And that's what she needed. Felt supported by people and community.
Wonderful. So you might be thinking, after having hopefully heard Catherine, I need daily instructions, something easy to follow and varied for every part of the face, because I want to work on toning my entire face. So if you're thinking that, I want you to know that we have forethought all of this, and we have worked on this, and we actually have a program, which I'll tell you about shortly. And it's broken down into every area of your face, into day by day, so you cannot go wrong. And I want to know now, if you have the right teacher, if you have the instructional format and the right support system, and you're in a community like Face Yoga Method community, and you have a system to follow, that you can actually achieve this and get results. So I'm going to open the chat box again. I want all your good energy again. And if you see that this is possible, if you have the right teacher, if you have the right instructional format and the right support system, especially an amazing system like our community and Facebook, just put a yes in the chat box. I've just opened it up. And let's see, I think I opened it up. Yes, no. I did. Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
and
chat. Yeah.
oh, you're right. And
Yeah.
sorry. Sometimes
Yeah, technology
Yes.
live.
I
Yeah.
know you're on it more than me. My chat is open. Yes. So just let me know. Yes. I
Good.
love seeing all these yeses from just different names in different countries. It's amazing. And I'm so glad that you're seeing this because it's so true. Yes. I love a big yes. Who doesn't want a big yes? I want a big
Yeah.
yes. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to, you guys are with us and you ladies are with us, you gentlemen. I'm seeing mostly ladies' names, but I like to include everybody. Oh, that's so nice. Videos and book are clearly and perfectly done. So nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the chat and I'm going to carry on and let Fumiko do with you yet another pose.
Okay.
Let me bring you up so they can see you well while you get going with the roly-poly.
Roly-poly, are you ready for that? Okay, that's another place people want to get result. Okay, here, muscle here. Yep. And what you're going to do is you're going to put a hand on the face, okay? And then we're going to use a tongue and a push in from inside of your mouth against those muscle around the mouth. Are you ready? Chest open, heart open, relax your shoulders, and a push. One, a circle. Ooh, feel it? This is for nasolabial folds, okay? So if you are suffering from that, this is really good. And then let's do other direction. Ready? Nasolabial folds. If it's getting deeper and longer, this is good for you. So pull this 45 degree toward your ears. Ready? Push. Feel it. Good. And if you're a side sleeper, you got to change that because it get longer and deeper. But when you wake up in the morning, if you need to do something, do the loly-poly. Good. All right. So that's another pose you can have with you and a practice anytime, every time you need something. Okay.
So push with the tongue in that pose you just did.
Yeah.
So people just understand the dynamics of what's happening.
See that? I mean, you can probably use a real candy, but I don't recommend. Just use your tongue. That's why you can do anywhere. Use your tongue and a push from inside. And you can put a hand. Go slow. Yeah. Roly-poly. Easy to remember. Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Let me ask you a question. If you followed the face yoga exercise that we showed you in secret number 1, which is these 70 plus exercises, don't get overwhelmed by the number. We're going to talk about that. And then you did what we showed you in secret number 2 and reprogrammed your aging habits and stopped all of these bad habits that are working against you and not for you. And then you used secret number 3 to hold you accountable to create a lasting change. So you have a whole community that's holding you accountable. Do you think that you could be successful in getting results with the face yoga method? I want you just to answer that for yourself. If you had these 3 secrets put together, the exercises, the getting rid of the bad aging habits, and the accountability, do you think you could be successful? So we've covered a lot in this past hour, and I'm so proud of us. We stayed at just about an hour, a teeny bit over. And I want to know how many of you are excited about what we've just talked about. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the chat box for a minute. I want to know how many people here are excited about this. I have it open. If you can just put a yes in the chat box if you are. Because while you're doing that, yes, so many of you, I just want you to know that it's impossible to show you the full spectrum of results with face yoga method in this hour. We only, we're trying to respect everybody's time and we're trying to cover as much as possible, give you an understanding of the background, the exercises, how it works. And awesome. I'm getting so many yeses. I love it. You ladies, you gentlemen, you're with us. I love it. So I'm going to turn off the chat box and just tell you now about what I talked about at the beginning of this presentation, because we've covered so much and there's only so much we can cover in an hour, but we have spent over a year creating a special program for those that are ready to move forward and want to implement this opportunity. And I want to know, I'm going to open up the chat box again. If it is okay if I spend 10 minutes to show you how to implement everything we've discussed so far. So just put a yes if you're with us, and I'll just take about 10 minutes to show you how this all comes together seamlessly without stress or overwhelm or anything else. If you'll put a yes in the chat box and allow me those 10 minutes, undoubtedly. Yes,
Okay,
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
Yay.
and it's not the exercise, it's the mindset. That's what we're gonna show too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yay.
I'm
Super
getting all yeses. I
exciting.
love it.
Okay.
Okay. So this audience is like the best audience.
Yeah.
I love them.
I love
They're
it.
so,
Yeah.
they're so positive and so interactive. I love it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the chat box again. And I am going to take those little 10 minutes and tell you, ta-da, about the 6-week face toning boot camp that we completely just upgraded. Even better based on user feedback. We get better and better and better. So what is the 6-week face toning boot camp? It is a breakdown of these 70 plus exercises that we mentioned earlier, broken down by the areas on your face. There's forehead area in week 1. So it's a whole week of just working on forehead, day by day videos, which I'm going to show you what that kind of looks like. Week 2, we have the eye area. We have week 3, we have the cheek area. Week 4, we have the mouth and lip area. Week 5, we have the nasolabial folds, which you just showed them something on that. And week 6, we have the oh so important neck and jawline. So it's 6. Were you going to say something about
6 weeks. Yeah. The reason I started from the forehead area is because I talked about it, right? The forehead area muscle is big, and then start from here, and then eye area connected to the forehead. So you need to train this in order to get the result in eye area, and then go cheek, because cheek and eye area connected, and everything is connected. You need to understand, and then move to the mouth and lip, and then nasolabial folds area and neck and jawline. Everything is connected, but I wanted to go from the forehead and down. And then this program is born because of the request from people, practitioners. They wanted to know, like, I don't want to think. I just want to walk on, like, all the poses and all the faces, entire face. And it covers entire face. So after 6 weeks, you are going to feel different.
Yes, because it's broken down into easy to follow 20-minute daily routines. That's it, 20 minutes. And you do the routines. And by the end of 6 weeks, you have covered your entire face. You're learning it. And then you can do it again. And along these 6 weeks, we have included so many of the daily holistic bonuses, including skincare, nutrition, and self-development, that have made Fumiko who she is. All these little things that I'm telling you about that she keeps showing me when we're traveling in the hotel room and all this kind of stuff, and how to sleep.
Airplane.
You should see her on the airplane. That's a whole other story. But it's all broken down in the bonuses with this program. And I love that. So she leaves nothing on the table. It's all out there.
Yeah. And the reason I want to give this to you is that during the 6 weeks, it's not just a face exercise I'm going to introduce you to, but it's a holistic it's like a life change journey, because, talk about the mental health benefit of affirmations and take a little bit break from digital devices, which is so important. Because we need to feel connected, the face and the body and the mind. And I guide you every single day, like drink hot water today, or take a 20 minutes walk outside, and then breathe in and out 5 times, and then affirmation. And that all included in every single day, plus these bonuses. I mean, these are the ones I do every day. Skincare, nutrition, 100 times face washing. I know people love that. Yeah. And then put a yogurt on the face.
And every day has a different bonus, which is amazing. 6 weeks, it's like a different thing. So it's not overwhelming. Karen took this and she said it works. It has helped release the tension and stress in my face, which causes it in your head as well. I now have less headaches, literally, but most importantly, Fumiko's guidance has allowed me to open my heart and mind about my self-image, which I know is our greatest mission, is to let you're valued. You matter. You matter. And especially as women that are aging in society, like, there's no way that we're going to let this go down by saying that, your value goes down with your age. That's so absurd. So I'd love hearing that. You open your heart and your mind and your self-image. So we have done all of the hard work for you. We have created the 6-week face toning bootcamp. It's a step-by-step plan, and all you need to do is follow it. You don't need to look at any other day but the day you're on. There's no guesswork. There's no reason to get overwhelmed, and there's no confusion. It's laid out so clearly based on user feedback, because we've heard it all and tested it all.
So you might be thinking, oh, yes, I want in, but how can I access the program with the time difference? Yes, I understand that. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, what do you
I
think?
think that 24/7 you can access this program, no matter where you live in the world, because it's an online program. So it doesn't really matter if you're sleeping in California and you're awake in Europe.
Yeah, and you're exercising. Whoa, you can access. That's a beauty of it. I'm super excited. Yes, this aspect of any place you're gonna have access.
And that is why we have created an online face toning bootcamp, where you will get lifetime access to the program anytime from any device, the little device, the big device, the laptop. All you need is access to the internet. You can be sitting in a cafe and probably make new friends if you start.
Or driving a car. Yeah.
Yeah,
just make
cafe
sure
in
that-
Paris,
yeah.
doing the car routine.
Airplane is good place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an online program. So
Mhm.
anywhere in the world, all you need is Wi-Fi. And that is why
Okay. You might be thinking, but what if I'm traveling or don't have internet connection? I totally get that. At some point, how can I practice them? Right?
well,
What do you think?
we also have thought of that. We have a weekly downloadable and printable exercise calendar for those of you who like to go old school like me and write things
Paper.
down. And I have a written calendar, and you can print it out, and it tells you exactly what to do. You could look at that while you're sitting
Mhm.
somewhere where there's no Wi-Fi, because you've already learned the exercises when you did have Wi-Fi. You can put it on your refrigerator to remind you. You can check it off. It's every week. There's a downloadable and printable. What did you do?
Put it on the
this
bathroom.
in the bathroom. Oh yeah, because everybody's going to go to the bathroom
Yeah,
every
we
day.
can't
For
say like, I don't have the
sure.
time. Yeah.
For sure.
All right. So you might be thinking, I never practiced face yoga before. Is this a good place to start?
Are you
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
me? Yes, I would say it's a very good place to start, because inside the boot camp, if you can tell in this photo we've set up here, we have what's called the Face Yoga Method Mirror. So while you're looking at your computer, practicing your pose, and you're just like, am I doing this right? You're watching Fumiko, you're watching her video. Guess what? We have a mirror. I'm hovering my mouse over it, that pops up, and while you're practicing, you get to mirror what Fumiko's doing, and you get to see yourself. So you don't need to be carrying around a mirror with you. You'll have one on the screen. You can move it around. You can put it right near Fumiko, and you can mimic exactly
Which is
what
important,
she does.
because I want you to do right. Okay. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want you to do like wrinkling the forehead. And you look at yourself, and here you are.
and then you just
Yeah.
mimic exactly what
exactly.
you do. And
you might be thinking, oh, how can I be sure that I'm practicing the exercises correctly? Well,
that is why we thought of everything, including a face yoga method coach. Now, our community has grown very large, and some of you that are familiar with us know that we have the absolutely stunning, beautiful, smart, talented Soraya working with us. She has been certified by Fumiko herself and worked with Fumiko for several years now. And she is your coach in the community for the next 6 weeks in the boot camp. She's here to answer your questions, to show you how to do things properly. She's there every single day in the community in this Facebook group, and you, especially as boot campers, get her special attention. So,
and I pop up too.
and
Once in a
you
while.
come in there
I
too.
check
Yes,
like, ah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so you might be thinking, I'm afraid I won't be able to finish the program. How do I stay motivated? I know it happens a lot to many of us, right? So how?
Exactly. I know, especially if you're hitting a plateau. How do you stay motivated? You use the online support community that I spoke about earlier. So you're going to see these when you're in that community, you get access to before and after pictures that our users so generously promote to us. You get daily tips, encouraging messages and reminder. You have thousands, and I do mean thousands. This is a group of thousands. It's not just like 10 people in there. To create a relationship with, a space to share your concerns and ask questions. And it's a place to keep you accountable and motivated. So you can say, I'm going to do this. I want this group to keep me accountable. And we created this group in a positive note. There is no negativity allowed in this group. It's 100% positive. So we want you to be vulnerable to share, and you will only find support there.
And we even get, the team get excited every day when we look at this transformation of the practitioners. And it's a place that you get energy, but also you feel like you're part of, big community. It is big community, but all the positive energy is there. And you feel like you are already made up lots of friends internationally. It's the beauty of it.
Yeah. So let me repeat what is in this face toning bootcamp, what you would get when you join us. You get lifetime access. I'm not just talking about 6 weeks. You get lifetime access to the 6-week face toning bootcamp. You get weekly downloadable face yoga exercise calendars. You get the mirror that we showed you that's inside the bootcamp, so you can work right alongside Fumiko. You get access to a certified face yoga coach that's there to answer you and guide you. And you get access to the community, which is there to support you and hold you accountable. And if you put all that together, it would be over a $2,000 value, especially when you're looking at people like Soraya coming in and giving you her time, this certified coach. But today we are doing an offer for our webinar attendees to get started for a one-time price. And I mean one time of $197. And that gives you lifetime access. Or if you want on a payment plan, we do have a payment plan of 2 payments of $99. And you can start with us today if you go to faceyogamethod.com/bootcamp. You can get this special price, which we don't publish online on our website or anything else. And what I'm also going to do is I am going to go into my little offer box. Where's my little offer box? And I am going to publish the link for this in your chat box. I'm publishing it right now, and it should say join now. And if you click on the link that should just show up in your chat box right now, it will take you right to this URL, which is faceyogamethod.com bootcamp. But we're not done yet.
No, not yet.
We're not done yet. So please, we'd love to have you join us today if you feel this is the right fit for you. And what's super exciting, this is over a $2,000 value for $197 one-time payment today. And what makes it even more exciting is that, we are May 25th today. So we're almost into May. Starting June 1st, do you want to tell them what we're doing?
Yes. So I'm so excited because, people wanting to do it together. Of course, you feel energy. It's like going to concert, and we're going to do it online, and we're going to do it together as a group on June 1st. And this is the only program that, we all get together and start. And then you feel the energy, because when you started I don't want to do it today. Look it up, group, people doing it. See the changes. It can be me. And that's what I want to do. Together, start together on June 1st. And that's going to be your face and life-changing journey. And this is over $2,000 value, but just $197 today, because I want you to see the changes and I want you feel different. And then you share the energy and you share the life-changing journey with other people, and then click on the offer right now. And it's going to be
there's a button down there. Click on the offer and you can get started with us.
And I created this because people wanted to give me the everyday. I don't want to think about it. Just give me everything. So okay, here's it. That's how he started. I mean, that's the purpose of the beginning of this journey, because people just wanted to have a simple practice, not, overwhelming and not this pose, that pose. No. And you do it right. When you do it right, you see changes. Okay. So yes, faceyogamethod.com/bootcamp, and you can join from there.
And if all this did for you was tone your face and streamline your neckline, if that's all it did, would it be worth it? If all it did was help you reclaim that glow that you feel like you lost from years ago, would that be worth it? Or if all it did was give you a part of a global community of inspiring, and I do mean inspiring, face yoga practitioners, would that be worth it? So just ask yourself, if you just got one of those things, would it be worth it? And if you're doubting any of those, I want you to know we have you in mind. We've thought about you, that we're so confident in what we deliver here. We have a 7-day guarantee. So if you sign up today And if you don't like it for any reason, you get in there and you decide this is not the place for me to be. You don't like Fumiko's striped shirt. I don't know. You just let us know and we will refund your money. You can write to us at info@Face Yoga Method. You can find us online we're real. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. We're not hiding from anybody. We have this amazing support team. And while saying this, I want to tell you too, sometimes when people sign up with us, there's technical glitches. Sometimes emails go spam. Sometimes things happen that are not fun. And we all want instant results. We want instant access. I'm just going to tell you this, not only for our program, but for anything else the program. If you're buying it from someone legitimate, I want you to know that sometimes just be a little bit patient, because I guarantee you that we take care of every single one of our people. And we live in a place of a world of fast action, instant, I want it now. But if for some reason you're with us or you're joining us or something hasn't happened, you haven't gotten your login credentials, we are here for you. Find us online. We will get you taken care of. We are not ignoring anyone. And I want to give a special shout out right now and then tell you something even more special to Robin S, to Geety D, Don Y. They've already joined us today, which is amazing. Thank you, ladies, for joining. And guess what? You didn't even know this, those of you that have already started joining.
Are you ready?
For the first 30 people that are joining us today, and the list is growing, you are going to get, Fumiko, I'm going to bring you up big.
Okay.
Let's bring you up big.
Wow. We made this especially for Face Yogis, but it's a weekend duffel. What do you call that? A weekend duffel?
Because you can fit all your weekend things in it.
Yeah. And I can put my yoga mat too when I fold it. But this is so strong and a weekend. Look at that.
It's a really nice canvas with a shoulder strap and a handle strap.
And for free. Whoa.
A solid bottom.
Yeah.
And we will ship it to you for free.
Yeah.
If you are one of the first 30 people. So those ladies whose names I mentioned who have already signed up, you are getting this. Our customer support team is going to be reaching out. They have all this information behind the scenes, and they're going to be reaching out to you to let you know that you are one of the first 30 people, which is amazing.
And our team, actually, all of us have this, and we use this. I mean, it's just such a strong, but also very simple bag. And this is enough size for a weekend. And that's why we have it. And I've been using it. And when maybe you see somebody at the airport, like, hey, Face Yogi. So first 30 people can get this.
Yeah. I love it. And we did that originally for Croatia that we went to last year for sort of present for everyone. And it was so successful and people loved it so much because it's a quality bag. It's not some cheapy thing. It's really nice canvas. And it was so successful. We're like, let's bring it out. Let's bring it out to our community. So the first, oh my gosh, now we have Benti, Monica, Leslie, Bridget are coming in. I love it. Yeah. So our first 30 are getting this bag. I love that these ladies are joining without even knowing.
Yeah.
Because they have so much faith in this. Okay. I'm going to go back to my slide presentation. There we go. There's Fumiko demoing the Face Yogi bag. So remember, you can go to faceyogamethod.com/bootcamp, or you can click the offer link that I sent you in the little chat box to get to the place where you can join. So at this point, we've spent a little over an hour together, and you've probably learned a lot, I hope. And you have two choices. Your first option is to do nothing and not take a leap of faith, and that's okay. That's 100% risk-free. There is no risk in that. There's the second option, which is take action and give this amazing opportunity a shot. Give yourself permission to put yourself first. And this reminds me of a saying that whenever I find myself pulling back in life, or a little bit scared to do something for whatever reason, for personal doubts, for financial, whatever it is, what I always tell myself is life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. And I'm like, I got to get out of my comfort zone because we work hard and we get to a level and then we go into a comfort zone.
And also I want to add that self-care, this is a self-care. It's not selfish. And I really want to take care of yourself first before other people. Why? Because if you're a happy person, mother, for example, you need to be happy. You need to take care of yourself before you take care of other people. Such a strong message. And I often forget about it. I remind myself. And that's so important because you are giving off energy, making other people happy, but you need to be happy. So care is not selfish. Okay.
No, it's not. It's not. You can't fill up everybody else if you're
Mm-hmm.
empty. So I'm going to remind you again what you're going to get, because it's a lot. You're going to get lifetime access to the 6-week face toning boot camp. You're going to get a weekly face yoga exercise calendars, downloadable, print outable, put on your refrigerator, your bathroom. You're going to get the Mirror software, which is included in the boot camp, in the online access for the boot camp. You are going to get access to a certified face yoga coach in our community, Soraya, the beautiful Soraya. And you are going to get access to the Face Yoga Method community, where you will get so much support and inspiration. And the first 30 people are going to get the Weekender bag. And it's $197. This is not published on our website anywhere. It is the normal price of even the boot camp is $297. So it's super exciting that we're doing this. And this list is growing. Lachelle, Christina, look, I hope I'm Maria.
Lindy, Roland, Hala.
Yeah. I hope I'm saying these names correctly.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Oh my. Okay. This is like over 2,000, product, but I wanted to make it accessible to many of you, and then you can start changing your lifestyle, changing your habit. And I want you to fall in love with you again, because it doesn't matter how old you are. I'm from Japan. So, in Japan, if you're over 30, people say, oh, you're old. Like over 30 years old. So that means we're dinosaurs. Or fossil already. But it doesn't matter. I want you to feel good, the best version of yourself. Bring it out and shine. And then you can change other people's life, your family's life, because you are happier than ever. And that's what we want you to feel. It's not the face exercise, just not the muscle exercise. No, it's more than that. It's a lifestyle. It's a belief. And it's just like changing your face and changing your life. Yeah.
No, it is. And it changes your brain. That's what I find so fascinating. I love it when you talk about that. All right. What I want to do is answer some questions. My team in the background is going to pull some questions that all of you have written in. And I'm wondering if I should open up the chat box too. So I know there's some basic questions they want me to go over, questions that we get over and over again. Okay. So I'm going to go over some just kind of, straightforward technical questions. Where are those? Where did they just disappear to? Oh my gosh. Okay. Things are moving so fast. Oh my gosh. So many people joining. I love it. Be one of the first 30, please. Okay. So technical questions. What happens after we sign up? Do we receive login credentials? Yes, you do. It can take sometimes up to an hour, just technology, for these to be sent to you. And every once in a while, guess what? People put in their wrong email, or they put a typo in their email. And that's really hard for us, because we have no way to connect with you if your email's incorrect. So please be really careful when you're putting in your email, and just know that if for some reason you did put in your incorrect email when you bought, you can reach out to us through customer support. You can tell us your real email and all of that, and we will find what happened and we will get you taken care of. And also things go to spam. So just be a little patient with us. Check especially if you have Hotmail. I've heard that Hotmail really likes to send things to spam. So you will get your login credentials sent to you with the email. Use your best email that will give you, what you signed up for. And when you sign up for this, and we will definitely get your credentials sent to you. Usually it happens within 10 minutes, but it can be delayed. So please, it's the weekend. Don't be upset if something's delayed. We are here for you. Okay, next question. Can I do the exercises on my own time, or are there class times? No, 100%. That's why it's online. Do you want to talk about that? Yeah. There's special boot camp times sometimes in June, when you all start together, where Soraya or Fumiko will be in there leading you. But
yes. But, you can definitely do your own time. That's why we made it digital. And a good thing is, if I do, like say live, it's recorded and you can watch it later. Even though, of course, live is, so good.
It is
so good.
I know.
So I might say like, ooh, some people actually, wake up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock to participate. That's so such a dedication. But you can do, yes, with your own time, with your own pace. But I'll just push you to be part of this movement, and then start June 1st. Okay? So,
okay. Next question. And I just want to remind everyone listening that Fumiko gets literally thousands of questions a week. And so many of them, the majority of them are addressed, especially if they're about the exercise or skincare in the boot camp or in our community. So we're going to try to focus on the technical questions that can really help everyone right now. So this next question is, I want to learn more about collagen. Is there a section in the boot camp about skincare?
Oh, yes. So the collagen part, I'm kind of, just wait because there's some secret happening right now, but later. What happened is that, the skincare, I show you how you do daily routine. You can change your skin condition by doing 100 times fresh face washing, put a yogurt on your face. And I even tell you, hey, today, let's do the yogurt face on your face, yogurt mask on your face. And today, I want you to put egg white on your face. So you don't need to even think about it. It's all there. And every day is different. You learn something new every single day.
Okay. So, oh my gosh, welcome for those that are just joining us too. Nanette, Elizabeth, Jean, Rochelle.
Peggy.
So if you want to be one of the first to join us too, remember you can get it today for just $197 and just click on the offer on the right-hand side of your screen or go to faceyogamethod.com/boot camp and get yourself in there before June 1st. Get yourself in there and be one of the first 30. I mean, why not? And get that bag. Okay. Another good technical question. What if I have an interruption, will be busy or out of town for a few days during the 6 weeks? Such a good question. Do you want me to answer that? Or
sure,
do you want
I'll answer.
Okay.
Yeah, it happened, life happened, just like the exercise. So there's a couple things you can do. You can just wait until you get home and have online or internet and then practice or print out the exercise and you practice. And when you go bathroom, just do a couple of exercises you already have learned. That's okay too. So there's no such thing like, oh, I failed it. No, it's a fail proof. You can do it. And as long as you're aware of your habits and then keep practicing, even you take a little bit break, it's okay. Just come back and then keep practicing. It's not just like 6 days, bye-bye, sayonara, You have to, it's a Japanese word, by the way. You have to keep practicing. That's why it's a lifetime access, okay? It's a lifetime access. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is so sweet. I love this question. How would I go about buying it for my sister and how to send the information to her inbox instead? So you could literally, there's two choices. You could put in her email when you buy it and just buy it and it would be sent to her, and you could tell her it's coming, or you could reach out to our team behind the scenes, info@Face Yoga Method, and tell them I want to buy this for my sister, because rather than put in your email, you want to put in hers, but you want her to know what it is when she gets it in her inbox. So you're either going to tell her before she gets it. But that's so sweet. I love that. I mean, what a great gift. It's a gift that will have a lifetime impact instead of like a plant or a candle or something like that. Not that there's anything wrong with plants or candles, but
yeah, it's changed a life. It's a change of face of life. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so 6, let's see, now I'm getting a couple questions and I'm going to just say all 3 together and you're going to talk about how you address them in the boot camp, I think. Oh my gosh, Susan, Sabina, Manel, I love it. We're pushing our 30, I think. How best can I sleep to avoid my cheeks from sagging? I always sleep with one side and a hand on it as a pillow. What's the best resting mouth position? Do you have any tip for capillary around the nose? So I just want you to know that this webinar is about the boot camp and Fumiko addresses these things in the boot camp. So we're not going to go into really individual answers to these, but I'll let you address these.
Okay. Well, that's why the position of the body, is so important. And you realize that when you started exercising, day 1, day 2, and all the days, I even include a warm up. Why? Because body and the face connected. And you release the tension from the lower back. That makes it easier for you to sleep on your back. And I include, lifestyle or skincare as a bonus. And that helps you to understand your skin condition. And even, I had a really bad skin when I was younger, teenager, but you can even change your skin condition by following these secrets, which you're going to get that as a bonus of this bootcamp. So there's a lots of things you can do. So don't worry about it. There's a lots of information. It's not going to overwhelm you because we give you little by little and then just follow that, every day. And then the bonus is, bonus itself is amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So we're open for questions. We're live right now and we're open for questions. So you can submit your questions, in the chat box, not the chat box from our webinar software that I opened up earlier, because that gets really hard for me to control both of these things. But there's another chat box where you can connect with our team directly and they're sending me the questions. So please, if you have questions, especially about the bootcamp, just ask and we will get them answered. Someone bought a program a while ago and they said, is this a whole new program? If you bought the boot camp before, you still have access to the boot camp. You can come in and you can, let's say you bought the boot camp, in January you still have access to it. All the upgrades that we made to it, we made a bunch of upgrades last week based on your feedback.
Yeah.
Which is I love it. It just gets better and better because of all of you. So if you have that access, definitely you still have access.
Yeah.
Once you buy this, you have lifetime access.
And we try to keep, listening to your feedback, because that's so important. Our job is to make you look good, but also feel good. So we value your feedback. And that's why we are here trying to tell you what you can get from this bootcamp. It's a life-changing journey. Yeah.
It is. And yes, there is a payment plan. There is a payment plan. If you click on, faceyogamethod.com/bootcamp, there's a payment plan right there. That's the sign up page. And it's 2 payments of $99 installment. And then you're in for life. And so you're going to start it on June 1st
together
with everybody. Yes. So I'm looking at the questions that are coming in behind the scenes with our team. I'm going to give it oh my gosh, Begona, I know, please don't be mad at me if I said your name wrong. I'm sorry. They're coming in so fast. Begona, Marjorie, Kelly, Robin, Linda, Dina, Colette, Geet. I think it's Gita. Yeah. So I want to just go back especially for those that, we're moving so fast, is I want to just go back to what it actually is that you're signing up for. And that will help answer some of the questions. You're getting lifetime access to a private website that you log into. You'll get your login credentials. It will have your whole 6 weeks for every single part of your face, taught by Fumiko, laid out day by day. And you just focus on the day that you're on. It will have weekly face yoga exercise calendars that are downloadable. It will have the Face Yoga Method Mirror software built in to the program. So you can sit there, look at yourself, look at Fumiko as you do it. It's like having her in your house.
And you do exercise quickly. That's the point. Yeah.
You will have access to a face yoga coach, our beautiful Soraya, who is in the community every day and has been working with Fumiko several years now. And you'll get access to the community, which really, I really do believe that is priceless, because to be inspired by other people, it's what has helped me in every area of my life. I get really inspired, by before after pictures or business before afters or whatever it is, other people in health, in their spiritual life, whatever it is. When I see someone else getting results, that inspires me more than anything else.
It's almost like watching a wonderful movie, inspiring movie every day, because there's always somebody posting amazing transformation. And it's such a gift for us, because we feel it. We feel the energy. And every morning, whoa, look at this. And we share with the team. And then we get motivated more, because we know that that's changing people's life.
You're changing
not just
lives.
A face. Yeah, it's a life-changing journey.
And all of that is over a $2,000 value, and it's $197 for lifetime access. And I want to say this too, for those of you joining us or thinking about joining us, is there's so much noise out there about everything. Everything doesn't matter. The way you look, the way you eat, the way you travel, everything. There's a lot of information, a lot of noise. And what I learned a long time ago, and it's been one of my most valuable lessons for every area of my life, is that I need to create my own path, my path, that of what I choose is right for me. And it's usually based off somebody else's success. And I use them as my virtual mentor often. Yeah. And I don't listen to all the noise. I literally have to block it out, because what happened at the beginning is, especially with this entrepreneurial journey, when we started this business, is I would get advice from so many people, and there would be so many people in my ear, and I would spend all day long listening to the advice instead of actually taking action on what I needed to do. And it becomes, depressing almost. It brings you down, because at the end of the day, you're just like, well, I didn't move forward at all. And what I love about this is it's so clear and direct, and it blocks out all the noise. You don't listen to anything. You just stay on your track.
Yeah. And also, when I started this journey 15 years ago in Japan, nobody believed it. I was made fun of. When I did a TV shows, it's because it's funny. Oh, they're like, oh, look at her. I was teaching at the university at the time, and then people didn't know why I'm doing this, because making fun of myself, and people didn't believe it. But there's something in my heart, wait a minute, this is changing something. And then the comments I got from my friends and mother, it's so interesting. It's not like, oh, you have a less, lines, or you have better skin, but they're like, something is different about you. You're different. What did you do? Even my mom said that if I got the Botox on my lip, Like, no, no. My mom, of course, she knows me so long, but that's what happened. Like, whoa, there's something happening. And then I started applying to people, and then people started doing it. And then I saw the change, life-changing, their life. Like, whoa, wait a minute. And that's why I wanted to share with you, because that can happen to you. That will happen to you if you stick this program. I mean, think about it, 24/7. I don't know what kind of habit you have. I don't know how you move your face, and that can change your life. So
definitely.
Yeah.
There's more questions coming in. Some of them are a little specific, like, how can I use the towel to sleep on my back? I open my mouth when I sleep on back. I don't think opening your mouth is bad for you. It's like when you open your mouth and breathe on the airplane. I don't suppose it's good for you. Is hot green tea as beneficial as hot water, except at bedtime? And then I use the CPAP mask. Isn't that the one for snoring?
Yeah.
So you know about that.
Yeah.
And then, will that cause wrinkles on my skin? So do you want to just give kind of a broad answer to these?
So that's more like, that's why I wanted to include the lifestyle, because it just so connected so many ways. I even talk about acupressure and push certain area of your face and then adjust the body posture. If you try, walk so hard on your face, but if you have a bad posture, and that can cause certain, muscle and then relaxing, and then maybe you're gonna snore. My husband used to snore. He had to go through surgery, but he does the exercise called the last drop. He hold a beer bottle for extra 5 seconds, and that really turned his neck. See, the little change of lifestyle can really affect your face and life, and then quality of sleep. That's so important. And then all the questions I receive, I talk about it in lifestyle, but also I share, my experience in the Facebook group, which is a great community. I think over 22,000 people there in the community right now, but they share their own experience, but I answer those questions too. And Soraya definitely check every day and just make sure that everybody is getting what they want. And that's the priceless, when you join this. Yeah.
And remember, we're starting together on June 1st. So in 7 days, I think. Yes, because today's the 25th. And last time we did this, which was at the beginning of the year, I think we started
right?
in February.
Yeah.
It sold out. Like, we shut it down and then just all did it together. So it's super exciting. The first 30 are getting the weekender bag. June 1st, you can start. Look, if you enroll today, I don't want there to be any confusion. If you enroll in the boot camp today, you're going to get access today. You're going to get your credentials sent to you. Go in and dig around. Like, get started, have fun, do some exercises. If you're following Fumiko in the boot camp, you're not going to do it wrong. You're not going to do it wrong. So don't be scared. You're going to have your mirror right there. You're going to be right next to her, and you're going to do it correctly. So go in and have fun with it before the first. Get primed, get ready. Look at the bonuses that come every day. Learn about these things about sleeping on your back and the towels and the holistic lifestyle.
And I start drinking hot water. Yes, I drink green tea too, but not after 11 o'clock in the morning, because I want to have more peaceful sleep. And I do exercise in my face before I fall asleep, because that can change the quality of my sleep. It's so important. It's not the hours, it's more quality, what I need. And when I sleep well, because I do the exercise before I go to bed, wake up better looking, and then like, whoa, I look better. And then my day just different, because I set the tone for my entire day. And then you feel different, and people treat you differently because you're giving off different energy, good energy. And then you start feeling better. It makes sense? It's good. Woo! It's a good cycle. Yeah.
All right. I think the questions are petering down, which is great, because hopefully we've answered them all. But somebody wants to know, is access to the face yoga coach, which will be you and Soraya, but Soraya will be in there every day, limited to the 6 weeks. They will have the opportunity to join another program to get access to Fumiko herself. Yes, FYIC. Okay, you do have an opportunity to join another program, which you will find out about. A lot of people do ask about one-on-one access with Fumiko, which obviously with thousands in there, there's not enough time to do that. But we do have, which you'll find out more about after you join boot camp, or you can write to our team. We have what's called an Insiders Club, which is super affordable. I think right now it's $19 a month. And in the Insiders Club, it's fairly small, if you will. It's not the thousands that are inside of the Facebook group, intimate group. And you do webinars in there once a month, right?
Actually, tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this girl works. She's busy. She was up at like 7 a.m. this morning at my house, already working with one of her certified teachers.
Yeah.
So, if you join Insiders Club today, you'll get access to that. So yes, if you want more intimate connection with Fumiko herself, You're either going to become a face yoga certified teacher, which I know is not for everybody. Some people just want to do it for themselves, like me. I'm not a certified teacher. But if you want just as a student access to her more, join the Insiders Club, and that will take
That's
care
twice
of you.
a month, and then you get also opportunity to be on the screen and one-on-one, because that's a part of Insider. That's why we kind of make it very intimate, Insider Club.
Yeah. Oh, such a good question. I really want to do this and I'm ready, but I'm not part of Facebook, and I get it. I totally get it. And I don't want to be part of social media. Does this work outside of Facebook? Yes. This whole product is built outside of Facebook. It has nothing to do with Facebook. It's on a private website, which is members only. You don't even see the other people in there. You just have your private access. The reason we have Facebook is where we have our community, because there are so many people on there and they like being in that community on Facebook, but you do not need to be part of that community. You still get access to the whole boot camp. You still get to go to any webinars that Fumiko does during those 6 weeks. You still get invited to all of that. You do not have to be on Facebook or any kind of social media to access this program.
And those webinars are recorded. So if you can't join live, you can watch it later. You can watch, a couple times until you get it. And you can send even questions ahead of time. So I answer the question.
Yeah, everything's recorded too.
Yeah.
So you would definitely get that. Okay, the offer of $197 available at a later date. Write to our team, write to info at Face Yoga Method. I totally understand. Sometimes the timing's not quite right. At what time is the session going on? I need to know if I can. Okay, so I probably didn't answer this question very well, because somebody's asking at what time is the session going on? I need to know if I can arrange my timetable to participate every week. You get 24/7 access to this program. So if you buy it today and 3 hours from now you decide, I want to log in and start doing it, it's there for you. The whole program is there for you. It's always there for you 24/7. The parts that are going to be live, and this is not mandatory, you don't have to do the lives at all, would be like when Fumiko does a webinar to answer questions. And we understand that not everyone can make all these time zones. We live in California. We have so many people in Europe, so many people in Australia, Asia, wherever it is. They're not going to get up in the middle of the night to do this. And we understand that. So we record everything and send it to you. So please don't think that you need to map out any time in your day. If you want to say, I want to practice every night at 8 p.m. in my time zone, you can absolutely do that. You can log in for your 20 minutes at 8 p.m. in your time zone every night, and you will have full access to everything. So I hope that answers that. If you have any concerns, I really like to drive that point home. That no matter where you are in the world, you're going to get 24/7 access to this. And for those of you, I think we've passed our first 30 for the Weekender bag. Don't worry if you didn't make it in the first 30. We have our wonderful e-commerce manager, Sylvie, who has just told us that she will work on a limited time discount, a generous discount on the Face Yogi Weekender bag for the people that are on this training. So if you're on this training and you signed up, but you did not make the first 30, and our staff will reach out to you if you did and get this sent to you. Sylvie has a little special discount code for you. So that will get sent to you if you're on this webinar. So let me ask my team at this point, do I have any other questions, team, I need to address? And I want to bring up these slides again, so that all of you can see what you're getting for this and to know where to go. This, once again, it's the recap. It's the lifetime access, 24/7 access to the 6-week face toning boot camp, the downloadable exercise calendars, the mirror software, the certified face yoga teacher, the community, if you choose, not mandatory, if you choose, and the first 30, which I think we've already passed the first 30, get the Weekender bag. And where do you go to get all this? You go to faceyogamethod.com/bootcamp. Where's my, there it is. For faceyogamethod.com/bootcamp. That's where you go to get access, or to the little offer that I put in there. Okay, so I know that our team is standing behind the scenes. They're so wonderful. They're like in Europe and all over the world, and in South America and the Middle East. And they are behind the scenes waiting for you right now. And they're telling me, if you have any questions, concerns, whatever it is, you can get on the live chat with them, or you can write them and email them at info at faceyogamethod.com if you have questions about this. And we are, for those of you that had to leave early or are just still making up your mind, etc., we are recording all of this.
Yep. So
And
you can
I
watch
believe
later.
we're going to put
Mhm.
captions on it for those of you who speak another language. We're going to have translation captions because I know we go fast. So you will get a replay.
Yeah, woo.
All
So you
right.
can watch it and think about it. But let me tell you, I'm so excited for you because you're one step toward the life-changing journey. And I've seen enough of people's transformation. And it's gonna be your turn, your turn, and you can decide. It's up to you.
Mhm.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give a last shout out to a couple more people that came in, to Marjorie, Kelly, Robin, Lindy, Christina, and Dina. So thank you for joining
Thank
us. And for
you.
those of you in the United States, it's Memorial Day weekend here where we honor our veterans. Fumiko and I wore red, white, and blue in
That's right.
honor of that. It's a big holiday weekend in the United States. And for anybody that's in service or has had family in service, we just want to thank you. It means so much. And it's a reminder that life is short.
Right. Might as
And
well enjoy it and
Take it now.
Yeah, and
don't wait.
bring your best version of yourself, no matter how old you are or how young you are. It can be prevention. It can change the way you think, to change the way you carry yourself, and that affect the people around you. Self-care is not selfish, and this is self-care and life-changing journey. It's not just exercise a face muscle. It's whole face and a whole body and a whole mind and a spirit all connected.
Okay, thanks
Yeah.
everybody for joining us. We love you and we hope to see you inside of the boot camp.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo.